What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another World Thunder video. Today we're taking out what is currently the top tier German MBT, which is the Leopard 2A4. Now, you should know right ahead that this is what I would basically call a stock tank. Technically, it's got some upgrades. You know, it's got the APF SDS shell. It also has fire extinguishers and parts. But as far as the performance upgrades, it doesn't have anything. It doesn't even have track upgrades. And to make matters worse, we are on Vietnam. When you generally think about Leopards, you tend to think of mobility and pretty good firepower. And this is technically still true of the Leopard 2A4, but in its stock format, the Leopard 2A4 is really mediocre in my opinion. It really suffers in terms of mobility, at least that initial acceleration. And in this dirt, on this map, it is just... it's like moving. It's like trying to drive in molasses. So I'm just waiting for my team to catch up, and we're going to cap A, and we are going to stay in A. Because, in my opinion, the best strategy for this map is to camp it. Not on some ridgeline, but actually to stay on A. For whatever reason, this map, it's like moths being drawn to a light. It's weird. Everyone goes for this cap, both sides. A few go to B, a few go to C, but almost everyone goes to A. This map, it kind of reminds me of Abandoned Factory. You know how in the northern half of that map, almost everyone seems to spawn in the northern half, and they all go to that northern cap point. I think it's the Charlie Point, but I don't remember right off the top of my head. Everyone goes there. They always have been, and it's just kind of weird. The same is true of this, and I think it's because B, it's sort of this open ground, kind of like Kursk, where people can be almost anywhere. C is similar to that, but you also have the issue of, as we look at the mini map, you also have the issue of that city area where people can shoot towards C from that city area. So you just don't know where people are coming from. At A, you have these paths that most people tend to drive on or drive along, and that seems to keep most people directly in front of you. And so if you can limit the number of possible directions that someone could engage you from, you tend to be a little bit more comfortable going in that direction. And so that's why I think A is more favorable to both sides. You know, it's the preferred cap, even though technically the eastern spawn that I got seems to be easier to get from it to the cap. I don't know if it's the distance or if it's just the path of least resistance, because I know the western spawn, they have to go through some water, and that's kind of problematic. I was kind of surprised that shell bounced. Some of those Russian tanks, you have to be almost pixel perfect with your aim. We got a couple of guys up on the ridgeline just outside of the spawn, and they're gonna get this guy eventually. But to get back to the strategy, how do you guys play this map? Or do you guys even play this? I know a lot of people who just see this map, they either leave or they spawn in, they hold down W, die, and leave. I'm finding that just playing this cap, it seems to get the most action. It's actually working out. Now the reason, to get back to the whole stock grind part. Now the reason I don't have any upgrades on this beyond the parts, fire protection, and the ammunition is I didn't play it beyond the first day of release. I played one battle, and that was enough. Because whenever a new top tier tank comes out, in this case it was the 2A4, was just super popular with everyone, so everyone played it. All the battles were Leopard 2A4s versus Leopard 2A4s and basically mixed RB. And those kinds of battles don't interest me that much. I suspect that when the Leopard 2A5 comes out and the next patch, we're going to see the same sort of thing. But only time will tell. And so I sort of said to myself, I'm not going to grind this tank until Germany gets a new top-tier tank. And so with the Leopard 2A5 coming out, I figured, well, might as well start grinding this a little bit. I still had the TAM to unlock. I did finish that research in this game. And I also got tracks researched at, because of this game. When the 50% discount went on sale for the Talismans, I did buy a Talisman for the Leopard 2A4 because I knew eventually I would be playing this tank. Just again, it was just a matter of time. I highly recommend purchasing Talismans during the 50% off sales at the end of the year. There's still another tank over here. I'm just sitting here in my tent, just waiting. Trying to bait that shot. There we go. Push out. And deleted. Oh, we got another one, another customer. That boy's got some armor though. That didn't work so well. But we got backup. That's right. Our Lord and Savior, the Leopard. Unfortunately, I can't see this guy through the smoke, so we're gonna come around the backside of the rock, and kill gets denied because, well, we're just too darn slow in the mud. If only I had a Leopard 2A4 that was upgraded. And you can see I can't even drive this thing around this rock without running into stuff because the mud combined with the relatively lackluster performance of the stock engine, I just can't make those sharp turns. And knowing how busy this cap has been, I don't even want to leave the cap. I know that there's smoke here, and I know it's just a matter of time before someone else pops up over here. And sure enough, here's another guy. It's just a never-ending assault. Aim for the ammo rack. He never even saw it coming. The amount of skill that it takes to play top-tier tanks. It's just... What is that hitbox, War Thunder? I did not hit that rock. But we're just going to burn him down. Well, we're going to burn him down eventually. First we got to... There we go. We got to navigate the awkward hitbox. And then we got to hit enough of the fuel tank that it actually ignites. There's fire number 2. Yeah, you can machine gun all you want, buddy. You're not going to hit me. And you're just going to keep burning, huh? Alright. Burn away. That must have been his third fire. He must have been set on fire again. And what is... An ASU-57 in a 10.0 battle. You're bringing that out. You know what? Kudos to that guy for at least trying. How many people have we seen just leave a battle after they die? Just give up. I do it all the time. I admit. I'm part of the issue with people leaving battles after 1 death or 2 deaths or whatever. But an ASU-57? Why is that even in your lineup at this tier? I don't think I even have an ASU-57 in any lineup. So as we fast forward, obviously you can see that we actually left the A cap because we're trying to assault B, and I figured I'd go around here to the backside and probably see something. And sure enough, there's guys shooting up into the air. Yeah, that's not obvious at all, buddy. T-55 AM goes down. Now, I kind of edited this out, but before I embarked on this little trek, I did stay in the A-cap for a couple of minutes just to reload my ammo. I think I reloaded up to like 17 shells. I was down to like 7. I mean, that was a fair bit of action there at the A-cap. I was starting to run low, and you just don't want to be in a situation where you actually run out of ammunition. That obviously doesn't happen a whole lot. But with the Leopards, I don't like to take a whole lot of ammunition. I like to keep those ammo racks kind of small so that the enemies don't have a large target to hit. The Leopard 2A4 is actually a pretty strong target from the turret face. The hull is kind of weak. The top of the hull can bounce because of it's got a pretty steep angle. I don't know if you noticed, but there was a BMP that died near A, and here in just a second, one of my teammates is going to ping the A cap, or just near it, and I didn't believe him at first, but sure enough, someone actually started to decap A. So, guess where we're headed? That's right, we're headed back to A. You notice a theme. It's a T-55AM on the cap. He's much better angled than I anticipated, so my initial shot only takes out his driver. Unlucky. So push him, try to get his gunner. It takes off the gunner's arm, I swear to God, and kills the commander behind him. But we got him with the third shot. I swear. I don't know how that second shot didn't kill the gunner. It just turned him red. And for some reason that third shot got him. It basically blew out the gunner's kneecap, from what I could see in the kill cam. Like that wasn't a great shot by me. Any of those shots really. But that initial shot, if I had taken just a little bit more time and aimed that just right, I could have knocked him out in one shot, or at least disabled the gunner and the commander all in one shot. And again, another person is over here to my left. I saw him marked on the mini map. It's an Object 906. I fully expected him to come towards the cap, but now he's going away towards Bravo. That's okay, he's not paying any attention to us. Kill number 9. That's my final kill of the battle. I would not see another tank for the remainder of this battle. I would only see the tracers of an SPA at the very end. 9 kills in a Talisman Leopard 2A4 that is, for the most part, stock. I would very carefully, very slowly, crawl my way into the cap to get the cap and get some more RP and Silver Lions, all of which are going to the research of this vehicle as well as to finish out the TAM. And as you can see, we did pretty well. 9 kills, just under 60,000 in Silver Lions, 21,000 in vehicle research. We finished out the TAM, and we are on our way towards getting this thing spaded. But I think I'm going to wait until the Leopard 2A5 comes out, then I can put all of the RP gained from this thing directly into the 2A5 because of the excellent research bonuses. Anyway guys, that's going to wrap it up for today. Let me know how you guys like to play the Vietnam map. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. And of course, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Take care, guys.